Rusty Wallace Automotive Group.
What a beautiful sunrise around East Tennessee. It is currently 7 o'clock. Good morning, everybody. Sure hope you're having a great morning so far. If you've stepped outside, whether you grab a newspaper, do they do newspapers anymore? Some do. Or you're letting the pets out this morning, you'll need to grab the jackets or throw on, obviously, your bathrobe. It's a chilly one to get the day started, but look at that view from Maryville. That's the camera at the shed and the Harley-Davidson community, or the Harley-Davidson shop, I should say. We have some high thin clouds out there, and that's going to provide us with an amazing sunrise. I know a lot of you here on my social media accounts are amazing photographers, and this is a morning to grab some amazing sunrise photos, if not this morning, because you don't have time, or maybe later on this evening. As the sun goes down, we should still continue to see some high, thin clouds hanging out with us. But it's going to be another gorgeous day around East Tennessee. And the good news is not nearly as much frost this morning as what we saw yesterday morning. And it looks like, well, temperatures are going to stay on the chilly side, but gradually warming those morning low temperatures as we round out the week. So how's everyone doing this morning? Sure hope you're having a great morning so far. We'll get to work and get you out the door here with a check of your forecast. First things first, I want to start you off with visibility around the area. Not nearly as much fog as what we saw yesterday morning, so that's good. But if you're joining us from Union County, Claiborne, Granger County, Rutledge area, Bean Station up near Hawkins and Hancock counties, we do have just a little bit of fog showing up here this morning. If you're joining us from those communities, grab a photo, send it my way through the East Tennessee Weather app under Witcher's Pictures. But a nice, quiet, and chilly start to the day. Numbers-wise, well, yeah, we're sitting in the 20s and 30s. So we do have some areas of frost, but just not nearly as cold as it was yesterday morning. So got that going for us. So when you look at 24-hour temperature changes, it's actually warmer. So that's why I said not nearly as much frost, not as much widespread frost. We don't have the freezing fog out there, and it's not nearly as thick in some locations. So a nice, quiet, and chilly start to the day, but we are turning about 3 to 10 degrees warmer than yesterday. So getting everyone out the door here this morning, we start off at the 20s and 30s. As we get into the lunch hour, we're going to warm nicely. We'll be in the upper 40s. Not a patio lunch hour by any stretch of the imagination, but definitely a nice lunch hour to get out and enjoy. If you've got clients that you're meeting up with, or maybe you want to just head out and grab some lunch outdoors. It's maybe not outdoors, but if you're just running around town, just running the errands and doing your job, maybe picking up some kids for some appointments, whatnot. It's going to be a gorgeous day. So temperatures will make it into the low 50s across upper East Tennessee. Basically, Knox County Northeast will be in the low to mid 50s. Knox County Southeast, mid to upper 50s. That's a general rule of thumb. East Tennessee is pretty big, right? And so the further south, Chattanooga, always warmer than, say, usually further north, i.e. the Tri-Cities or Claiborne County. Tazewell, Rogersville, good morning. La Follette, you'll make it to about 55 degrees. Anybody joining from Campbell County here at this hour. And a nice, cool evening once the sun goes down. 'Tis the season, right? Sun goes down, the temperatures drop pretty quickly. We're right around 50 degrees for the evening rush hour, mid-40s for dinner time, and right around bedtime, mostly clear skies, but should have a nice sunset later on tonight. Now, remember, we do have a weak, dry cold front. I've been talking about this all week long. Well, it's Wednesday, but I've been talking about it for the last couple of days anyways. That cold front is going to do one of two things. Well, cold fronts don't always indicate colder air. That's not what it means. It just means drier air. And sometimes we get colder air behind the cold fronts, but not all the time. And, well, we're not going to see colder air behind this one. What it does do is drop in lower humidity. So dew points will drop into the upper 20s tomorrow morning. Probably not going to see nearly as much frost, even though it's going to be colder. We're probably not. And temperatures tomorrow morning will likely be just maybe a few degrees cooler than what we currently are. We're talking mid to upper 20s, upper East Tennessee, so we'll have more widespread frost tomorrow morning up towards the Tri-Cities area, Greenville, Rogersville, Morristown, Newport. The central southern valley, likely not to see nearly as much frost tomorrow morning thanks to that drier air and milder temperatures or temps at or slightly above freezing. Rain chances, though, we're going to stay rain-free. After, 2 weekends in a row, we're going to see nice, solid, dry conditions all the way through Saturday. But notice those rain chances are a little bit more elevated on Sunday. Rain showers will start to exit on into our Monday. So if that's all you need to know, have a great day. Get out the door. Enjoy your Wednesday. Hey, listen, it's Wednesday. It's halfway through the work week. Where's Buck? Come on, Buck. I need a hump day. Hump day! Anyways, rain chances increase on Sunday. So let's walk you through that forecast because that storm system on Sunday is actually across the West Coast right now. Big area of low pressure spinning across the Rockies and the Four Corners. And then we're going to get another upper level wave up across the Canadian-U.S. border. Those are going to combine their efforts. Now, waking up on Saturday and through the day on Saturday, we're going to be quiet and dry, but the clouds will be on the increase. So if you're planning this weekend, you have some sort of outdoor activities, festivals going on, if you got any sort of parades or Christmas parties or whatnot, Saturday is going to be dry as it stands right now, but we will stay mostly cloudy. Saturday evening, the storm system's off to our west, but what this is upper level energy, and that's our jet stream. And so that's just showing a trough digging on into the area. Well, at the surface, we get what's called cyclogenesis, so a low pressure system forming. That's all that big giant word means. It's like cumulonimbus, just means thunderstorm. So we're going to see cyclogenesis developing across the Gulf of Mexico. So watch how this storm system evolves and develops. Sunday, we're going to see rain chances increasing as we wake up on Sunday morning. The bulk of the rain is going to be down in the Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, but it's going to throw moisture our direction. So Sunday looks to be more scattered in nature to widespread rain showers. Could be heavy at times. As it stands right now, we're looking at about 1/4 of an inch, and I'll highlight that here in a moment. Sunday evening, the low pressure tracks its way out of Georgia into South Carolina, and then that low continues to track its way into the Outer Banks of North Carolina, at which point the rain will slowly come to an end as we head through the day on Monday. Again, it's Wednesday. Still have several days to see how this evolves and takes shape over the next several days. They still have some discrepancy in the models, meaning they don't have a lot of agreements on exactly what could happen. And it's never an exact science, right? It's weather. We're trying to predict the future. But as these models start to get a better idea together, we'll have a better idea on how this all plays out. But just generally speaking, dry Saturday and a little bit of wet weather on Sunday. Rainfall totals, heaviest rain is going to be across the southeastern coastline from Macon to Augusta, Georgia, towards the coastal areas, from Charleston to Myrtle Beach, likely to pick up 1 to 2 inches of rainfall there. Here locally, we'll probably only pick up about 1/4 of an inch of rain as it stands right now. But that's more than what we were talking about yesterday. So the evolution of this is looking likely that we're going to pick up a little bit more rain than what we've been talking about over the last couple of days. Temperature trend over the next 7 days, it's going to be nice. Look at those temperatures. We're going to be in the mid-50s, so at or slightly above average for most locations around East Tennessee. Average highs are in the upper 40s to mid-50s. Mid-50s Southern Valley, low 50s and upper 40s up near the Tri-Cities area. So highlighting that weekend forecast, slightly above average temperatures. Rain settles in Sunday. We'll stay in the mid-50s. Plan outdoor events on Saturday. Sunday is likely to be a little bit more of an indoor kind of a day. And I want to take you back out to the cameras because, we've had a great sunrise taking shape here at this hour. Look at that beautiful sunshine getting ready to grace us with its presence here as we get the day started. Some high, thin clouds, so grab the cameras. Apologize for the melting. Here we go, another update. Trying to get that fixed, so I apologize for that. I've gotten a couple of comments and emails on that. Say, hey, your channel's melting. I know. Trying to fix all these little minor tweaks to the 24-hour weather channel, but really just some gorgeous weather to head our way. So we sure hope you're having a great day. Let's say good morning to everybody, see how everyone's doing. All right, so Buck, you finally got your motorcycle fixed. Nice. I thought you said it was going to take all winter long to get fixed. Glad they got it fixed a little bit sooner, but good motorcycle riding weather if you just, I guess you got to wear all the leather gear. Good morning to Tina and Edwin and Don and Sandra this morning. David's on here, Pat, as well as Tammy. Tammy, you always take some amazing photos. So, Tammy, I expect some amazing photos. And by the way, listen, if you grab a photo, a lot of you have been uploading them to Facebook, but sometimes the quality doesn't come out as well as it should due to the compression of Facebook and whatnot. So a good idea is to upload it through the Witcher's Pictures link on East Tennessee Weather app. And that's probably the easiest way. It comes straight to my computer. I can upload them really quickly. But Tammy, I expect a photo from you here because I know you do a great job. Buck, I hope you travel safely if you are heading off on a bike ride here today. But isn't that sunrise just gorgeous? It's just nice. But, I mean, it is cold for sure. Good morning to Kimberly on here. We've got Melissa. Let's see. Tammy asked if I've been making any more candy. I have not. Well, I did make some cinnamon pecans, but I didn't post that because it's like literally 2 steps. You throw it in the oven, cook it, and it's done. My cinnamon caramels, by the way, that I made, remember how I told you they didn't turn out as red as I wanted them to? And somebody said, hey, just add more red food coloring. I did, but I didn't want to lose the quality of what the candy was because I didn't know if you added more, if it wouldn't set up right. I'm not a huge candy maker. I do this every year, but I don't do it all the time. So I took it to, we had I actually met a bunch of the morning crew over at Channel 10 at Heather Walligo's house. And every year we do a cookie swap. And so I didn't do cookies, I brought candy. And I put it into a bin, and I had my my pecans, and I had my gumdrops, and then I also had the cinnamon caramels. Well, it gave it lack of better words, a raw chicken look. And so I had it in there, and I didn't have them individually wrapped, which I should have done. I should have put them in some wax paper. And so they kind of, started to melt together. That didn't turn out very well. And B, it looked like the color of chicken. Everyone's like, that looks like raw chicken. That's disgusting. I go, just try it. I know food is, we eat with our eyes, right? If the food doesn't look good, even though it's amazing, we probably are not going to try it, or we're probably going to think otherwise of it. That's kind of the same way with these caramels. So anyways, I will try better next time, I suppose. A lot of you have been asking. I do cook every single day, most days anyways. I'm more of the cook for the family. My wife cooks too. She does a great job, but I just happen to be around a little bit more, so I end up cooking. I love cooking, and so I posted a couple of those photos or videos anyways from my kitchen, making some chicken last night. That turned out pretty good. I was going to make some bourbon chicken, some Asian bourbon chicken, but it didn't have like half the ingredients. I was like, all right, time to improvise. Here we go. So saffron rice and a little bit of ranch chicken thighs is what I made last night. Now I'm getting hungry. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Time for breakfast, everybody. All right. I know a lot of you need to get off to work and want to get back to the Weather Channel to see what's going on for the rest of the day and the upcoming week. If you're new to the stream, thank you for joining me on Roku TV. I know you can't add to the conversation. It'd be kind of cool if you could. Type there on your TV or whatnot. But if you're joining on Roku or Amazon Fire, thank you for joining. I do have several folks joining on the YouTube page here this morning as well. So thank you. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'd appreciate it if you do. It just kind of helps to build a product that we're trying to do here around East Tennessee. And of course, pass along the word. If you know anybody that doesn't have the app, listen, I see people every day. I had some wood delivered yesterday from a gentleman who's amazing, by the way. And I didn't know I had his number in my phone still, and we were running out of firewood because we love fires in the fireplace. And it's only December, so we still have a lot of winter to go. So we realized, we need more firewood. So I texted him because he showed up in my phone as firewood. Seems to make sense. Anyways, and he was like, well, what are you doing? So there are so many people that still don't know what I'm doing. I'm not advertising. I'm not doing any marketing. It is all word of mouth and all here through social media. So I do appreciate it if you do pass along the word. If you have coworkers and stuff like that, just say, hey, listen, this is a cool app. It's clean. It's easy. You get everything you need to know. And don't forget, you always can get your daily forecast right there from the East Tennessee Weather app or online at easttnweather.com. If you don't have time for a Facebook Live, you don't have time to put on the 24-hour channel in the background while you're getting ready for work, it's probably the fastest, most simplest way to get weather for East Tennessee. Now, again, it's quiet, it's dry, it's sunny, it's going to be pretty average. So weather's pretty boring here, but I'll take it. Sunshine, quiet weather. For sure, any day of the week. I would prefer 65, sunny, and dry conditions if I could. If I can't have that, I'd rather have it snowing. Anybody ready for some snow? Well, let me show you something real quick. Because, it doesn't look like we're going to end up with a white Christmas this year. Looks like we're probably going to be trending a little bit above average. As per the Climate Prediction Center, as we get closer to Christmas. Well, it'd be nice if you travel for the holidays. It'd be nice, obviously, not to have any bad weather to make those travels a little bit more tough. Never want that when we get closer to Christmas, like we do, Christmas and Thanksgiving. Never really want that. But here's the latest from the Climate Prediction Center. Get this up for you. So the Climate Prediction Center is predicting, probably about average. Now, these are probabilities. So the darker the shades of red, the more likelihood that we're going to see above average temperatures. It never says how hot it is. It just says above average. So our average highs are right around 50 this time of year. That would just mean basically like temperatures today. But that takes us all the way through the 23rd of December. And now we'll take you to the 21st through the 27th. And so, Christmas, the 25th. And so we may be trending above average. Maybe a good day to have the windows open. If you have kids or grandkids, want to get them new bicycles or scooters, it may be a decent day to get out, open presents, and go outside and enjoy some sunshine. we'll see how it all plays out. So, of course, you need to check back in. Remember, dry on Saturday, rain settles its way back into our Sunday, and beautiful weather for the rest of the week. So we sure hope you have a wonderful and safe day. All right, I'm going to send you back to the 24-hour weather channel. We are going to pick it up there right around all of East Tennessee. So I'm just going to highlight all of East Tennessee. After that, it would zoom into a Knox County view, including the Smoky Mountains. And then we'll zoom into more of a Smoky Mountain view. We've got a lot of folks that do travel around East Tennessee that come here every year. 20 million people come to our backyard every day. And I think I saw an article the other day that said we had a record year for visitors in the national park. That is amazing. And so I've got weather information zoomed in just to the national park. If you like to do some hiking, I've got your forecast for the Smoky Mountain National Park. If you want to get up there and just drive around Cades Cove or head up to Klingman's Dome. Well, Klingman's Dome is closed, I think, for the season. I think it is. Anyways, I sure hope you have a wonderful and safe day. I'll continue to keep the channel up and running. I will come back to the chat and say good morning to everybody. So we sure hope you have a wonderful day. All right. We'll see you back here soon.
You're watching East Tennessee Weather, powered by Rusty Wallace Automotive Group.
Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Have a great day. It's a chilly start. You'll need the sunglasses and the jackets, of course, to get the day started. We'll see slightly lower humidity over the next 24 hours, especially tomorrow morning. That's going to keep our morning lows on the chilly side. But increasing clouds on Saturday. We will be talking about that next storm system that arrives over the weekend. That's coming up in about 15 minutes. So don't forget, you can always play this in the background as you get ready for work, as the kids get ready for school. It's family friendly. That's nice. It's got some nice music to it as well. And I'll give you everything you need to know, whether it be the day ahead today, the week, the weekend, or even sometimes beyond that. But we're always talking about what's ahead and our next storm system. So stay with me. I'll keep you posted on that. Out the door forecast this morning, temperatures in the 20s and 30s. We'll climb into the upper 40s by lunchtime with our goal today in the low 50s across upper East Tennessee, and even some upper 50s across the Southern Valley. So we'll call it low, mid, and upper 50s. In general, we'll cut it in the middle and say we're going to be at or slightly above average. Evening forecast, evening commute, we're right around 50 degrees. Dinner time down to 45 and 42 by 9 o'clock here tonight. Much more on your 3-day forecast. That's coming up here in just a few minutes. I'll be right back. All right, let's go ahead and recap those weather headlines. It's a nice chilly start to the day. Warmer weather on the way. We're going to stay quiet and dry all the way through Saturday. We do have a weak, dry cold front heading our way this morning. That's going to drop our dew points. I'll talk more about that. And our next storm system set to arrive as we get into the upcoming weekend. It does look like Sunday will bring us those rain chances. Forecast highs today. If you have travel plans, 40s to the north, 50s to our south. We're scouring out that cooler air, but again, some slightly drier air is set to arrive throughout the next 24 hours. High pressure to our north as this weak, dry cold front swings its way through. That brings us a northerly flow, so that draws in the drier air, but not necessarily cooler air, as temperatures will stay at or above average. Dew points fall from the 30s today down into the 20s tomorrow, and then climb back into the 40s. That dew points the amount of moisture in the atmosphere. So as dew points climb, it does a couple things. Adds moisture to the atmosphere, leading to those rain chances, but it also makes those morning lows not nearly as cold. Our next storm system is a low-pressure system in the mid to upper levels out across the west coast as it tracks its way into the upper Midwest. Another trough digs in from the northern tier. So Saturday evening, that trough is to our west. But what it's going to do is help to develop a low-pressure system across the Gulf of Mexico. That is our next rainmaker. So as it moves its way into the southeastern U.S., the Carolinas, it is going to throw moisture our direction. And so that increases our clouds on Saturday and the rain showers on Sunday. Is this the exact thing that's going to happen? Not necessarily. There is still some discrepancy on the track of this storm system, but either way you look at it, it looks like it's going to be a pretty healthy system, meaning it could have a good chance of throwing some moisture our way. I do think and anticipate rain showers on Sunday. So we'll refine the forecast first, sure, as we head through the next couple of days. Some wraparound moisture on the backside of it as it stands right now. Not a lot of cold air, so it looks like it's going to be all liquid precipitation. Rainfall amounts heaviest across the southeast. Here locally, we could pick up about 1/4 of an inch of rain. Your 7-day temperature trend, we're going to stay at or just slightly above average with temps in the 50s across all of East Tennessee. Have a great day. We're going to bring it back down to the local level. That's coming up in just a few minutes. All right, let's talk about our high temperatures throughout the day today. Yes, it's going to be nice and comfortable. Average, if not slightly above average, with upper 50s near Chattanooga, low 50s in, say, the upper East Tennessee area, and then across the Central Valley, we'll be in the low to mid 50s. So a beautiful day, plenty of sunshine, some high-level clouds, but some drier air is settling on in over the next 24 hours. We talked about that with the big picture weather pattern, and so that drops our morning lows back into the 20s and 30s. So it is going to be a chilly start to our Thursday morning, but we warm nicely over the next several days. Temperatures will stay right there in the mid-50s all the way through the weekend. Even with our next storm system bringing rain showers on into our Sunday, it does look like temperatures will stay at average for the most part. So this weekend's forecast will go mid-50s, slightly above average temperatures both days, and increasing rain chances, especially on Sunday. So we sure hope you have a great day. Always check back in. And if you've not downloaded the East Tennessee Weather app, it's a great tool to have at your fingertips. You get your daily forecast, your 24-hour live stream, all the weather information that you need to know, and it's easy to find. That's key. I'll see you soon.
Hey guys, it's finally here. No, it's the year-end clearance event going on right now at the all-new Rusty Wallace Hyundai. Get rates at 0% for up to 60 months, no payments until March of next year, huge discounts on all new vehicles, and America's best warranty of 10 years, 200,000 miles, and owner assurance from Hyundai. So visit us online at rustywallacehyundai.com, and remember, it's always a fun holiday at the all-new Rusty Wallace Hyundai.
You're watching East Tennessee weather. Weather when you want it.
Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Have a great day. It's a chilly start. You'll need the sunglasses and the jackets, of course, to get the day started. We'll see slightly lower humidity over the next 24 hours, especially tomorrow morning. That's going to keep our morning lows on the chilly side. But increasing clouds on Saturday. We will be talking about that next storm system that arrives over the weekend. That's coming up in about 15 minutes. So don't forget, you can always play this in the background as you get ready for work, as the kids get ready for school. It's family friendly. That's nice. Got some nice music to it as well. And I'll give you everything you need to know, whether it be the day ahead today, the week, the weekend, or even sometimes beyond that. But we're always talking about what's ahead and our next storm system. So stay with me. I'll keep you posted on that. Out the door forecast this morning, temperatures in the 20s and 30s. We'll climb into the upper 40s by lunchtime with our goal today in the low 50s across upper East Tennessee, and even some upper 50s across the Southern Valley. So we'll call it low, mid, and upper 50s. In general, we'll cut it in the middle and say we're going to be at or slightly above average. Evening forecast, evening commute, we're right around 50 degrees. Dinner time down to 45 and 42 by 9 o'clock here tonight. Much more on your 3-day forecast. That's coming up here in just a few minutes. I'll be right back. All right, let's pick up our timeline at 7 o'clock here tonight. We've got a drier air that's going to settle on in over the next 24 hours. And so 7 o'clock tonight through 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, dew points come down just a little bit. and that's going to allow for some chilly morning lows. Once again, under clear skies, we'll be back down into the 20s and 30s, so not much different really from what we've seen over the last couple of days. Our Thursday forecast at a glance, sunshine on the way. By noon, we're at 48. Through the afternoon, we'll top out in the mid to maybe even a few pockets of upper 50s again. So really a nice weather pattern on the way, and that trend's going to continue for several more days. Your Thursday evening forecast, 52 by 5 and 42 by 9. So it's pretty much going to be a watch repeat forecast from what we will experience throughout the day today. 3-day forecast will stay in the mid-50s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Saturday, expect increasing clouds. Here comes our next storm system. That arrives on Sunday, bringing us some scattered to maybe a few more widespread rain showers. I'll break that down with a big picture weather pattern, talk about where the storm system's coming from. That's coming up here in just a moment. I'll be right back. All right, let's go ahead and recap those weather headlines. It's a nice chilly start to the day. Warmer weather on the way. We're going to stay quiet and dry all the way through Saturday. We do have a weak, dry, cold front heading our way this morning. That's going to drop our dew points. I'll talk more about that. And our next storm system set to arrive as we get into the upcoming weekend. It does look like Sunday will bring us those rain chances. Forecast highs today, if you have travel plans, 40s to the north, 50s to our south. We're scouring out that cooler air, but again, some slightly drier air is set to arrive throughout the next 24 hours. High pressure to our north as this weak, dry, cold front swings its way through. That brings us a northerly flow, so that draws in the drier air, but not necessarily cooler air, as temperatures will stay at or above average. Dew points fall from the 30s today down into the 20s tomorrow, and then climb back into the 40s. That dew points the amount of moisture in the atmosphere. So as dew points climb, it does a couple things. Adds moisture to the atmosphere, leading to those rain chances, but it also makes those morning lows not nearly as cold. Our next storm system is a low-pressure system in the mid to upper levels out across the west coast as it tracks its way into the upper Midwest. Another trough digs in from the northern tier. So Saturday evening, that trough is to our west. But what it's going to do is help to develop a low-pressure system across the Gulf of Mexico. That is our next rainmaker. So as it moves its way into the southeastern U.S., the Carolinas, it is going to throw moisture our direction. And so that increases our clouds on Saturday and the rain showers on Sunday. Is this the exact thing that's going to happen? Not necessarily. There is still some discrepancy on the track of this storm system, but either way you look at it, it looks like it's going to be a pretty healthy system, meaning it could have a good chance of throwing some moisture our way. I do think and anticipate rain showers on Sunday. So we'll refine the forecast for sure as we head through the next couple of days. Some wraparound moisture on the backside of it. As it stands right now, not a lot of cold air, so it looks like it's going to be all liquid precipitation. Rainfall amounts heaviest across the southeast. Here locally, we could pick up about 1/4 of an inch of rain. Your 7-day temperature trend, we're going to stay at or just slightly above average with temps in the 50s across all of East Tennessee. Have a great day. We're going to bring it back down to the local level. That's coming up in just a few minutes.